Hello, hello, hello. Are we live? Is it working? It is. Excellent. It is Slay the Princess time once again. Just can't get enough of all these scary and terribly sad women. Let me pull up my little information chart here so as I can see what I'm going to be doing for this stream. Howdy, Tara. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, Star Pressure. Or should I say howdy to my number 3 most active viewer for the year, according to Twitch Recap. Honestly shocked you're not number 1, but them's the breaks. Try harder. Okay, I got my chart pulled up. Ooh, I got some stuff I'm very excited to try. Yes, you are number 2, Tara. Looking at the stream title, Becky lied as naturally as she breathed. Howdy, Dalek. And for anyone watching later on YouTube, the stream title he is referring to on Twitch is Slaying These Princesses Will Not Break Becky's Soul Again, Promise. And that is the promise that I am making for this stream. This will be a cozy, relaxing stream where I will not cry again. I will not quiver in my boots. I will not do anything. Can I make a suggestion for the very first run? Yes, Tara, go ahead. If your suggestion is going to be do the Stranger the first run for stuff later, I already did that. That was what I did on my second playthrough. I just don't remember what the stuff later was. Did you do it on this file? No, this was on my laptop when I was playing this pre-Pristine cut. So I did not capture it on stream. Let's start up a new game. Doing Strangers your first unlocks new stuff towards the... Yeah, I know. That's what I did.
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I just don't remember what the stuff towards the end actually was, is what I'm saying. I mean, like the end after getting all 5 print. Yeah. The shifting mound, yeah. That was my second completed run on my laptop. I did the Stranger first and then completed and got to the shifting mound. I just don't remember what happened after that. I can do it again to refresh my memory if it's really that cool, but yeah, it's a slot. It's a slot in the run. Back at it again at the construct? Yes, hello Toblo. We're back for more soul destruction. I mean, definitely not soul destruction, according to the promise I made in the title of my stream. Question is, what are we gonna do first? First princess. My first run was going to be the Fury, the new stuff for the Fury. Because I went for that before we got Eye of the Needle last time. And I still have not seen what is new with the Fury. Maybe I can do another first run Stranger on another run after this. Because I doubt I will see all of the new stuff even on this run. When you did Stranger first, did you enter the cabin at the end of the mound? I don't remember. I don't think I did. I think I ascended with her. Is it the bulk of it only if you go into the cabin? Is that what you're telling me? Yep. Alright, let's do a quick Stranger, I guess, and then we'll go and do that. We'll do Fury for
You're
second
here.
princess.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Just walk away.
Fine. I suppose you just
walk
quietly
away.
continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
At least this will get Stranger checked off on my PS5 menu. Another one of those cut-off lines.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me.
I imagine everybody here has
outlined
already
the stakes of
seen The
situation.
Stranger.
If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Real
Forever.
winners quit. You can leave. If it sucks, hit the bricks.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Hello, Pachi.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
The game is telling me not to do this, because I've already done this.
There's always a choice.
Well, I'm
Let
gonna
me
say
tell
fuck
you
you.
right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
I really do
In
not
every
envy the
direction,
people who
there is
picked
a path.
turn
and a
around and
cabin.
leave as their very
And
first
not just
option
a cabin, the cabin.
on their very first
Infinite
playthrough.
fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to
This
draw
is a
you
weird
to
one.
where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you?
No, we
It
don't
doesn't
have
matter
Voice
how
of the
many
Stubborn right
paths
now,
or
narrator.
cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
I think that was what Wooly did.
You know that, right?
Did Pat
Of
also
course
do
you
that? I
do.
didn't watch
Otherwise, you
his
wouldn't just
VOD
wander off into
yet,
the forest in search of certain
in case he
death.
got different princesses than I did.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent
It is a
lost in the woods
very,
really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Poke at the boundaries of the game, veteran streamer type choice. Multi-cabin drifting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm going to start listening to Magnus Archives very soon, I think. I
A warning.
have been putting it off for a while because there were a couple of other narrative podcasts that were shorter that I wanted to listen to first.
She will lie, she will cheat,
and
she
on a
will do
whim,
everything in
I
her power to
went
stop
and
you
listened
from
to
slaying her.
one of those,
Don't believe a word she says.
which was Gospels of the Flood.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her.
It's a
Maybe she
2-hour
isn't a liar.
drama podcast by the writer of The Talos Principle.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult
About
for
a
the sake of it.
man, a priest, losing his religion amidst an
Let's keep
apocalyptic
an open
flood,
mind.
and wandering the country trying to figure out if he can still believe in something.
The cabin interior is...
It is very
odd.
good. It's
A
very
confusing
sad.
patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected
And I'm
across
glad I
what's
binged it.
Almost the
It's
same
like
space.
2 hours long.
But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there.
So now I'm back in
such that the
a
seams are
fucking
never quite visible enough
drama
for the place to
podcast
make any
mood.
sense. The only
And I want to hear
furniture
more
of
of
the yard is a
Jonathan
plain
Sims'
table,
voice.
its legs all the wrong lengths.
I don't imagine Magnus
Its
Archives is
material
going to be
devoid
nearly
of
that sad,
feature.
at least consistently.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade. If he wants us to know, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess.
We're actually dealing with
How
several
many times do I have
princesses,
to explain this
my
incredibly
recollection.
simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your
Does
heart.
anything change
You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
whether you pick the Pristine Blade or not for Stranger? I don't think it does. I know Stranger is
What's
a
gonna happen
one-route
if we
princess, but
lose ourselves?
you get any different dialogue, perchance?
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Extra flavor text?
I'm not going to stop doing my job.
Okay.
So you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quit. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Voice of the Contrarian, I've heard you die. I've heard you go mad.
Okay. Okay.
Yeet
I'm
the
fine.
knife. Yeet.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete.
Can I? Okay, let's get the
What do you
mirror out of the way.
You
As
reach
per
forward,
usual.
but there and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I read a pretty interesting interpretation of the mirror, aside from like what it literally
Take
is.
the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife.
Somebody
You really
suggested
shouldn't hold
that it
like that.
represents like
Then how are we supposed to hold it?
the things that your mind
The other
fills
way.
in
Them at
in
the
a
bottom
story
will look much cooler
when
and more serious
a
if we
room
hold
is
it with our
described.
hand at the bottom.
but a detail that you expect is not explicitly there.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make
And
a
the
choice.
narrator is fighting you, because like, no, I didn't describe that part. There's not a mirror in this room. I'm gonna hold my blade the other
Switch
way.
your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes.
Because a mirror is like one of the things that you expect to see when you walk
Okay,
into a
fine.
given
You're right.
house or
This does
living
look a lot
area.
better. It really doesn't matter.
But there's
Just
no
get on with
mirror.
it and deal with the princess already.
I don't know how valid I think that reading is, but it is fun. Have I ever thrown the blade out the window? I don't think I have. Fuck it.
Yes, do it.
Maybe he can't see it because he's staring out at it since he is in the mirror. Yes, that's what it literally is. In story, I imagine.
You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
Can we kill her with a glass
I'll be
shard?
fine, don't worry
Is that an
about
option?
it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head.
Yeah, okay. I have not
seen
that interaction before. We are a glass shard? Good point.
What's done is done.
Good point.
Good luck, hero.
If you think about it, all we just did was throw the pristine blade into
revealing
ourselves.
A web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
If you go down with the knife, Contrarian tries to convince you to turn the knife around and hold it in a funny way. Yeah, I did that the first, I think, 2 times.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is.
And it's not a funny way, it's how you're actually meant to hold a knife in combat.
All coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
When you hold it like
the princess lives here, slaying her is probably
our hero does.
Her voice, a disquieting
then all you can, you can
personality drags
do like an upward stab. You can do underhand.
Hello? Hi.
But it's way more efficient if you hold it backwards, because your arm naturally swings, you know. I'm miming stabbing motions to myself. I probably shouldn't
thank you.
do that too much.
Oh, don't be such a
I like
baby.
knives, okay?
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. We don't even have a weapon.
Yes, very much knife girl.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we?
The shitty thing is I don't actually own any knives.
No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is...
Why do you know so much about stabbing? Does that have to do with you killing women? I'm not accepting this.
And what's that?
Call me a fascist. Don't call me a woman killer.
The fate of the world hinges on your success.
If I have to take on any stupid lore
to ruin his day.
I don't think I've taken the harsh stairs before.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
Oh, hang on, that reminds me, I should, Wait, no, last time I tried, I was gonna put chat in the top right again, but then I remember doing that covers up dialogue choices. So I'll just
You
deal.
shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
I feel that.
Oh well,
I feel that every time I go downstairs.
Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
All 10 of those swirls and descriptions represent a princess and a voice, by the way. I assumed that. I just have never been able to ascertain which princess and or voice
bright, but
they actually match
in
to.
darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And, why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
It's all C2 princesses. Okay.
You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I've done all of the interactions for Stranger previously, but let's pick something that's interesting. Hey, you know what the fuck that was?
What, like you need me to hold your hand to tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Oh, I forgot how bitchy Stranger is. I love it.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
What if your girl suggests a threesome, but when the other girl gets there, it's another version of her splintered from reality onto the ceiling? Do you still say yes?
Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us...
That's a trap. She's gonna be like, oh, you think she's prettier than me.
And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it.
We'll see. It's literally a mirror. IRC, the first princess personality is... What was that? First princess personality is dependent on the stairs you take. Right is bitchy, left is soft. Center is average blank slate protagonist. I don't know that I've done center. I may have. I honestly don't remember.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality.
I'm gonna jostle her around.
But what's done is done.
How do you like that?
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Great thinking, contrarian. Oh right, all of the options are combined.
Wait.
Fuck it.
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the
multi-track
end of the world looks
drifting?
like? What an unbearable mess.
Yo, the way she's smiling up there, the crazy smile, it's working for me.
But this... we can't...
There are actually
You're
speed
not
runs to
anything
complete
witty
the
to
gallery.
say. I could use a good bit of wit right
What
now.
does a Slay the Princess speed run even look
No,
like?
I don't,
Besides
because this
just
isn't
skipping
fun.
through dialogue.
How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening.
Is
and
it still
nothing
working?
Is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit.
Yeah, I can work with this.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think how surprisingly
Oh, I'll just
sincere.
skip that too soon.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
How many vaginas does she have? You're asking the real questions here, Dalek.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
The answer is all of them.
Please.
Every possible variation. You're free to ponder the meaning of that at your will. She has 5, Shifty has infinite vaginas. Well, I mean...
She's gone. Where does she go?
About
Should
to
we
say
try
Shifty
and
mostly
find
has
her?
arms, but she does have...
And there's that.
She does have the
rock.
form.
Why is it here? Why now?
Razor has a bear trap down there. Oh, keep going, I'm close.
I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final. Yeah, don't look at it.
I still need to do that second
thing.
Razor path where you don't take the knife to her. I'm curious about what that looks like. I'm probably not going to do it on stream because I know it is still considered the Razor, but I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how many complete runs I can get out of this on stream before I've actually seen all of the new shit that I have not seen. You're at the cabin. Hi, Shifty.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I think this vessel's actually fairly durable. She has survived every possible thing I could do to her.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
See how much the hands just blend in with a stranger? Yeah, I can see thinking this is all stranger stuff on your first run. I thought the same for the Razor. Because the Razor ends her route as just a big massive knives, and a massive knife with hands coming out of it was not too far of a stretch. Oh yeah, I'm aware that Damsel Grey is now available. I will get to that.
I think that
At
you
some
are like
point.
me.
I want to do Fury first, though.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Do you have anything to say about this vessel, or...?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. I know only that they are.
Maybe it's this one.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction,
There we go.
a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Yay. Okay. What happens if I pick Destroy Your Body? I've never done that. I've only ever asked the Mound to send me back. Try it? Fuck it. Raise your will to end your life, but as it varies into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I see. I'm curious what happens if you try to attack her, but I feel... It feels like an intrusive thought. I don't want to inflict violence on her after all we've been through. Do it? Oh, fine. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay, well that answers that.
Nothing as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. I'm gonna bring you a really jacked one first, if that's okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
We are really slaying some princesses here, Posthumus. The first one we did a run of the Stranger, because doing the Stranger first
You're
gets
on
you
a
some
path
interesting
in
content
the woods,
at the
and
end,
of
and
that
I hadn't
path
done that
is a
before.
cabin,
Well, I had done it,
and
but
in
I
the
didn't
basement of that
actually
cabin
trigger it the way I was
is a
supposed to.
princess.
So now we're on to content that I have not seen before. Takeaway is Eye of the Needle is spawned if you're serious about fighting but have reasonable doubts, like fighting with tactics rather than head-on, like stubborn. Fury is flat out rejecting her in some form. Okay. Does it not have the ability to wait and close the game in the console version? Wait, that's a thing? You talking about the shifting mound? I have no idea what that is. Just save in the meantime. If you tell the mound you're not leaving and you are waiting, she's like, okay, and closes the game. That's great. I'm not going to do that on stream, because it can fuck with you on the PS5. I assume, if you mean close the game like boots you out to the title screen, then yeah, I could do that, but if it shuts the game off, then that shuts the Twitch stream off, because PS5 streaming is stupid. Anyway, we're going for the Fury next. Question is, do I go for her through the tower, or do I go for her through Adversary? I already did Adversary last time. I have not done the tower on stream. Go through the tower, she is my queen. Alright, one vote for tower from Posthumus. For Adversary, plus you still have Tower 3 open. Oh right, we were gonna do Tower for Apotheosis. That's right. Okay, then yeah, we'll do Adversary.
You're here to slay her.
Tower will be our next one.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yeah, Adversary to Fury and Tower for Apotheosis is the plan.
A warning. Before she will lie. We're not going to go through. Ignore. The interior of the blade.
Adversary was a blade princess, right? Or... why can't I remember? I literally just did her. Yes, okay.
You take the blade.
Take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger.
No,
It's
that was
been
the
so
last
long
one.
Since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
It's so funny to me in hindsight that because I never
She's
experimented
so
with not
coldly
picking the
beautiful.
blade, I didn't know until my second
really
run
a
that the
threat to the
princess
world?
could be anything other than this cold, icy bitch.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are.
Why would I want
Are you
another
here to
starting
kill me or
princess?
something? Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
Never did anything other than go into the basement to kill a woman. I only killed the woman once in that first run.
She makes a compelling point.
And
What
then
if
she
we
killed
just
me a million
dropped the blade
times.
and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she...
Okay. Remind me. Drop it or Titan. For adversary. Drop and kill after.
The blade, Tom...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping
Find
to
someone who
accomplish
looks at
here,
you
but
like
I can assure you
princess
there's
looks
no
at the
reasoning
screen.
with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You go.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you just...
you know why you're here.
Is it slay now? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Doubt,
Yep, there we go.
unfortunately, clouds your thoughts
God,
as you
look at
attempt to
her.
run her through.
This art just
A moment
sums
of
it all
distraction
up,
and
doesn't it?
hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer.
Saw a thread on the
You can
subreddit
feel
earlier
bone
that I
grinding
didn't
on
get a
bone
chance
where
to
your
post
jaw has
in
been fractured.
about moments where a lady is cool or scary. I think it
Holy
was.
shit, that hurts. Though she's unarmed.
You can just
The
put
shock
like
of
every
that first
princess
strike
to
is
play the
enough to
princess.
stop you, putting you and the
But
princess
especially
on
this one.
somewhat equal footing.
Especially this shot. And the shot right before it.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Way I've done adversary was to Titan, say one fluff dialogue option that isn't asking if she can kill you or if she has a knife and then attack. Interesting. I will do that next time I do adversary, probably. Finish.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I want? Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't...
This game is like the platonic ideal of scare roused. That's why I love it.
For the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but
You thought I
push
loved
through
it for the
pain,
impeccable
falling
writing and
forward
the
sinking your
profound
blade deep into the princess's
intimacy that it
heart.
is able to trigger in my heart?
Oh.
Nah.
The two of you fall to the floor.
I love it
This
because it makes me
is
afraid.
fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
And I am horny when I'm afraid.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright, we got to adversary 40 minutes
You're
in.
on a path in the woods.
We will
And at
see
the end
new
of that
stuff
path
soon.
Is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay.
We are here to slay. We are here to serve, even.
A warning before you go any further.
There's 3 different routes you can get with the Fury, and one of them is a different Fury route entirely? What the fuck? I thought I was just
She will lie,
gonna see all
she
the
will
new
cheat,
Fury
and
shit.
she will
How
do
much do they
everything
expand
in
on
her
her?
power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like...
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal.
There's also an extra route by the time. Dude, I can't keep track of how many different routes there are supposed to be for every Chapter 3 princess. It's even more complicated than I thought it already was.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would
Save
suggest.
before knife choice.
Its cold stone wall.
Smart. IDK what voice you want to bring in, but going down into the basement with no knife and fighting her is one. Right, that was something I wanted to try with the adversary.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's
mirror, mirror.
But I'm not. But there. Now it's.
Okay. Here's the blade choice proper. Let's enter the basement.
This time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
Oh, stubborn. If only you knew.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone. Her fierce.
Is
Yep.
that
Stone
another
staircase.
challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
I hope you will all be okay with the fact that I cannot skip any of the adversary's dialogue.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost
I just can't.
threatening.
It's not in my bones.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your blood... As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
She always frowning when I come
Looks like
down
she could
here?
rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
I could have sworn she was smiling last time.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't
Apologize
stop
in
for
advance
either
for what we're
of
both
us.
about to do to both stubborn and adversary. We'll see how well this goes.
Time, huh?
She seems to be upset.
Ugh, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Oh. Not bringing the knife down here is how you make her even bitchier. I'm gonna write that down for later. Okay, so how do you trigger fury from her? Fight, just attack her unarmed. Fight to trigger. Yeah, okay, we did just drop a save, so see what happens.
To see how this goes. Your hands empty, you charge the princess.
Alternately run away or approach her and say you won't fight.
The pessimism, will you?
We will see how this turns out.
Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you, I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon.
Unarmed build, baby.
You'll be fine. Just watch.
Just parry everything.
You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her
We
fists
do
and
have
elbows
claws.
return the
That's
blows in kind,
easy to
bruises
forget.
blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
It's not like we're just a little guy. We are a giant bird monster.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off.
Yeah. You're right.
She's gonna tear our throat out in the next panel.
But without that
Or
knife,
not.
you'll never be enough.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack.
Yeah!
The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood. suffocating you from the inside.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
Man, I can't believe Brock Lesnar's gonna squash us in 6
You don't
seconds.
so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Are you serious? That's it?
That's it.
Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up.
Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no
Huh?
getting up from that.
Fight? Are you sure? I would have figured die would have pissed her off more if we're trying to get the Fury, but
Wait,
fuck it, let's go.
No, that's not right. You're...
Not dead anymore.
Yes. Your eyes
Oh,
bolt
it's-
open, you
oh.
push yourself back to your feet. You're... alive. The princess takes a step back and looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the
Ah.
walls and dripping from my hands.
So when you bring a knife down here and you fight her and she kills you and you get up, she's super hyped because it keeps the fight going. But if she just straight up rips you apart and you get up, interesting. Huh. Can I go get my pristine blade now? You definitely killed me. I just got better. You're not putting me down that easy. Touch my face.
You don't. I don't even know how you're talking to me.
We don't have a face.
You raise your hands and touch the front of your head. She's... not wrong.
Oh god, my beak.
What? What did she do? What are we missing?
Who cares if we're missing our face? We can fight just fine without one.
Holy shit. Now, if I was in the adversary's position, I would be getting fucking hyped. But...
The two of you clash once more.
oh no, she's demure.
It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry
She's
from
not
what I
into it.
hoped. Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours.
I don't want to
The
see the
wounds you've
adversary
inflicted
like
upon
this.
her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits. Every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
Okay, now she's resuming
She
control.
lands another devastating... no. lethal blow. Everything goes dark. Again. And you die. Again.
You
I didn't
know
hear no
what I'm
bell.
going to say.
Oh, that's
You're
great.
not dead.
Yeah, but we're not dead. Come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually.
Stubborn might be my favorite voice in this
Are
game.
you sure she can't do what we're doing right now?
Now that the spot is empty.
There's only one way to find out.
Get
Once
up.
more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
By the by, Posthumous, did you get the chance to watch even some of that last Slay the Princess spot?
How
See, you
are
said
you
you were
still
gonna do it.
moving? How
We
are
didn't
you
say
still
anything
doing
after.
anything?
Eat that horse, yeah! Yeah. Oh man. I miss DBZA.
Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
An uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice. Have we ever seen her afraid before?
The fortunate thing about Slay the Princess is that not having seen that VOD will not be a massive spoiler for like narrative progression or anything. But definitely do get to it, because Princess I got in that last one is maybe my favorite one in the whole game.
No, we haven't.
This is how we win. We can do this forever.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible.
Her fist flies.
Buddy,
towards
she's
where
not
your
into
face
it.
used
This is
to
a
be,
bad date.
Your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way. And then you see nothing.
Everything goes dark and we die?
Yes, something like that. Well, don't you have something to say?
Yeah, I quit.
I was not prepared for Stubborn to just have a normal fucking voice. Alright, here we go. Fury.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
Oh yeah, trigger the
All right.
eclipse.
Change of plans. We're taking the blade this time.
Now, why would we ever do that? Because she absolutely destroyed us?
She sure did. But what a great way to go.
We lost our face.
Yes, it was hilarious.
Okay, so I have seen only... Oh yeah, Contrarian's back. I've only seen the pre-Pristine cut version of the Fury, where she tears you apart no matter what you do in a couple of seconds. I'm so excited to see what they have added in for her,
It was horrifying.
because she's a great design that was kind of underused.
Does it matter? We lost.
Oh, why so glum, Rage Boy? I
Yeah,
thought you
adversary
were brave.
loves
Thought you
a
were
fair fight.
proud.
Was all that
Exactly.
bravado just hot air?
She wants you to push her, and she wants to push you.
Look, it was just...
Dying
it was better the
immediately
first time,
or
and the first time we had
going
a
like this fucks her up.
Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though?
This music is
You've
great
told us
too.
about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path than the last one.
What's going on the guitar? Wow.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Okay. Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when time comes to make a choice. Because if we don't, we get pulled in 100 different directions.
100? Where are you getting that number? We're talking 4, maybe 5 directions tops. At least for now. I'm sure I can come up with more if you give me enough time.
I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Okay. Let's go. Let's see Big Angry
Good.
Lady.
We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
That's it? No final words of advice?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Don't be so hard on
More
yourself.
times than you can
We
imagine,
all wind
narrator.
up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin
Ah,
is a
it's so
place that
meaty.
feels long forgotten.
Bloody.
There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Hear me out.
It's horrible. I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it? The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We'll need it if we want
I
to
should
do
play
things
Scorn
right.
on stream.
I
That would
say
be
leave
fun.
it to Russ. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take
I'm a big fan of meat architecture. And especially, listen, you didn't hear me say hear me out. Why are you saying hear me out? What are you talking about? Mirror. Let's get the mirror
The
out of the
pedestal,
way.
the blade sitting.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or
Let
you're
this one play out
confused
because
on
I
the
haven't heard the
definitions of
Fury
door
variation
and
of it
mirror.
very often.
Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
What are you trying to say exactly?
It means you're hallucinating.
It's in our way. Let's just smash
That's a
it.
big ass mirror, by the way. One of the larger mirrors. Big fan of meat architecture. Becky, you gotta read Dark Mechanic. I'm the second Grey Knights novel by Ben Counter. It's on my list. It's on my list, Posthumus. Currently, I am reading Brutal Cunnin. Because orcs. Orc boys. After that, I have a million other 40k books that I own already that I need to read. So for new Fury stuff, does taking the blade matter? Should I take the blade? I will save here, yes. I should probably start overwriting some saves soon, since it's a new file. Don't think so, but try anyway. Alright. Opens up more options, if nothing else.
Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Okay, you picked up the blade. That's fine. We're not taking it with us. Oh? And what do you plan to do with it then?
Oh, I don't know.
No, we throw it out the window.
Contrarian. We already did that. We can't repeat the bit twice on stream.
Hell no.
I have never run a joke into the ground.
Yeah, what if we need it? We don't need it. We had her up against the ropes last time. Did we?
Well, I mean, we were doing great, but a weapon would have been useful.
I love how much Stubborn is seething.
Are you saying that you don't think we can win this fair and square?
No, I'm just...
'Cause it sounds to me like you don't think we can win this fair and square.
We have spliced star pressure.
You know what? Fine, I'm with you.
We are about to
We
enter
started
a
round
brand
two
new
with our
year.
fists, and that's how we're going to end this.
We're about to enter a year of new and bright possibilities. We can leave Splice in the ground of 2024 where it belongs. It was a dark time in our lives, each and every one of us, but I think we are beyond it.
You, annoying one who keeps telling us what to do. We throw the blade out the window.
Are you serious? Can we do that?
It's already
Yeah, bring
done,
back the
isn't
Nevin
it?
voice lines. How about that?
Yeah, and now you have to describe it to us. Fine. With an unceremonious whoosh, the pristine blade flies out into the night, never to be seen again.
Wait, they just did it without me? Did I hit the option without realizing, or did they just do it without me?
Your destiny, and the destiny of the entire world, awaits. Best of luck. You're going to need it.
I was focusing on Nevin. Oh, wait a second. We absolutely did not throw the blade out the window. I thought I was the one who made the decisions around here. You can all just override me now. Hell yeah, that kicked ass. I love when my tenants throw things out windows when I'm not paying attention.
Let's just get on with it. I'm itching for that rematch.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
The landlord quiet. Jesus Christ.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Okay, you get your chapter 2. You do something to your princess, right? And everything goes dark and you die. And then you get your chapter 2 title card and it's the landlord. Do you proceed?
What clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real.
Is there any possibility of that
Carved
princess
out our
being
eyes like
based?
that has
Or is
to
it a
be
lost
real.
cause?
Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more.
Let's just smash it and get it over with.
I'm imagining it like happily ever after, except you're arguing with her infinitely to make her try and fix your sink.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Smash
Bring
it.
your fist crashing down against the door leading to the
Oh yeah, it's a
basement.
Jigger door.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Imagine it's like the Gray, where it's just a slow march towards you getting fucked. That too. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of your lease.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose.
I love this.
A high-vaulted ceiling
I love this
stretches
so
up into a
much.
gloom
Look at
beyond
it.
your sight, while walls wet with
Look at
tumorous
this
roots
diaphragm.
press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence.
Is that how you pronounce
The metallic
Jigger?
scent of fresh blood
Yeah.
twisting with
How
the
did you pronounce it?
nauseating embers of charred remains.
That's how his name is pronounced. H.R.
If the
Jigger.
princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Right?
Her voice, a bellowing
Geiger?
rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned. Do you intend to weakly claw
It might be
your
Geiger.
fingers
It's been a minute
across
since I've
my
actually
skin?
had to
Or
pronounce
have
it.
you finally decided to try and kill me properly? I think you'll find it won't be so simple. I've changed. The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me.
Yeah, this was definitely not the temperament Fury had when I encountered her
A
previously.
fight is a song, but there was no music in our conflict. There was no beauty in what we did to each other, and now there's no beauty in me. Come down and see what you've done.
When I encountered her, it was because I killed the tower.
You hear that?
Well, sounds like we got
This
to
is-
her
this
last
is
time.
a little
Let's
bit of a
keep
power
pushing,
dynamic
see what else
shift.
we can make happen.
Let's see how it
You
plays
make your
out.
way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood. A dark,
Oh,
sickening
man.
red that drips down in clotted streams onto the
Look
charred
at her.
corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Mwah. Mwah. I'm making mad chef's kiss motions over here. Yeah, Tower's way more pissed at you because you ruined her godhood. Yeah. Not saying would, but not saying not saying would. I'm saying would. I'll say it all day. I said would for the den. You think I'm gonna say no to this? What's a little bit of flayed flesh between friends?
The princess stands in its center.
Oh, she does have bone heels, yeah.
Draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Please describe it in detail, ma'am.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the
Ooh,
skin
ooh.
tears.
Oh,
It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
not a huge fan of the degloving. Never quite enjoy seeing that, but I just saw somebody ask how she can be chained to the wall, what metal can restrain her. Well, you got your answer.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
But if I just pretend her arm was already skinned, then I can go back to being a wood.
She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction.
That's right. No fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
Ain't Razor a degloving princess too? No, that's different, because the blade pokes up from out of the arm and leaves the arm hollow. This one is pull the skin off the arm from the elbow down. Oh, actually, it's above the elbow. It's from nearly the shoulder. Her heart is Z-targetable? Probably. It wasn't last time, because there was only the route where she killed you, but... Okay, if I... Round 3? Round 3. Okay, if I do any of the dialogue, she's gonna kill me, right? So I should probably do round 3. Fight, fight, fight. Round 3? Yeah, okay, I'll do one of the round 3s. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fight her, but, yeah, to answer your question, there's still skin flaps, arms slinking off with the razor. Yeah, but it's still hot, though. It works for her. I'm gonna drop another save. Actually, no, I just saved in her room. That's fine. Round 3, round 3, round 3. This isn't over till I say it's over. I'm taking you out.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
It's probably for the best that I don't have face cam set up for this stream.
Your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
Punch your heart.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
This seems...
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
Okay, I'm probably gonna want to reload, because this,
Who needs stuff anyway? Look at us.
This is what happened last time.
All over the place, but we're fine.
She just unspools you.
That's the first thing you've said that's made any sense. We may be down again, but we're not out for the count yet.
Unless Stubborn
Still,
has some shit up
all
his
the
sleeve.
pieces. What is the point of all this power if there's no challenge to using it? This is a numb existence.
Oh, we didn't have dialogue for this last time, I don't think. This is new. Got some explorers. I assume I'm safe to get these explorers. I'm gonna drop another save just in case. You ripped your own skin off.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place. Our metaphorical mouth.
Oh, I didn't leave you a mouth, did I?
Yeah, this time it's your fault.
It's better that way. Words get us nowhere.
She's right. We don't need words. We just have to push forward.
Hey!
Holy
I like
shit,
words.
we can...
They're easy, and we can have all sorts of fun with them. I prefer having a mouth.
No way.
Well, unfortunately for you, you don't have one. Not anymore.
No way. This can't possibly work.
Though the ribbons of your
Oh
unraveled
my
body
God.
struggle to coordinate, you manage to put one foot forward.
Yeah, this is new.
Oh, so there is some challenge left in you. Let's see how long it takes to crush it.
The princess clenches her fist, and as her knuckles tighten, even more of you becomes undone. Your skin is flayed, your fatty tissue torn from your muscles.
Oh, but that just leaves us pure muscle.
Clearly not your skin.
We're gonna get extra strong when all of our skin and fat is gone. That's how it works, right?
Why would we ever be just our skin? We lost so much of it last time. We're obviously more than that. Who cares? I don't like not having skin. It hurts.
The pain doesn't matter. Just keep walking. She can't stop us if we don't let her.
Oh my god. We're having the Dead Space remake Force Gun experience. Guys, I'm not sure we've got this one. Oh, that's quitter talk. Believe. Take another step.
Still you push on, placing one disaster of a foot in front of the other.
What the fuck can we possibly do?
Perhaps muscle is where you dwell.
She smiles.
No,
and
no, come
again
on.
Her will tears at you. Muscle untethers from bone. But we need that. We can't do anything if we don't have muscle. Okay, Mr. Anatomy, I hear you. But have you considered how neat it would be if we still kept walking towards her without it?
Ma'am, would you go for a skeleton bird?
Yes, yes, do it. Show her how tough we really are.
How can we move without any muscle? Take another step. Nah, fuck it.
You shamble on, a mass of organs suspended in bone, all held together by the thinnest strands of connective tissue.
I really thought that losing your muscle would be the end of you. This is exciting.
Expose our
You're in
marrow
uncharted
next.
depths. I can't wait to see how much more of you I can take before you finally stop moving.
Oh, hey, we're finally giving her the emotion that she was deprived of when she was adversary. We're finally giving her the closest thing possible to a challenging fight that you could get from a fucking psychokinetic shredding god.
The less that remains of your body, the more fiercely your spirit struggles against that of the princess. But her power is immense.
Break
As your
our
organs
bones.
slip from
Break
between your
our
ribs,
bones.
she
Break
takes
our
another
bones.
step back. Only now, there is nowhere left for her to go. She's within your reach, if only you have the determination to reach her.
Of course we have determination. We made it.
Oh, she's backed up.
didn't we?
She's backed up against the wall. It's time to Cabadon.
What does this make us? How can we lose so many vital parts of who we are and still be here? The exact same way we lost every piece of ourselves twice before. Have you forgotten that we've literally died? Twice.
Come on. One more step. Do it. Hit me. Show me what you're made of.
You're hot, Cupcake.
Your skeletal hand shoots towards her heart, but the closer it gets, the more brittle it becomes. Flakes of bone pull away, exposing the marrow, and the marrow melts, exposing nerves, and the nerves are
God, don't strip the nerves. Okay, that's the part where it fucks me up. Don't strip the nerves.
I think he gave up on us.
Figures. He always seemed weak to me.
In the end, you're nothing. Just like what's left of me.
But we're still here, aren't we?
Which means we aren't finished.
I don't know, Stubborn. I hear the long quiet
What are we
music.
supposed to do? Hit her with nothing?
Voice. Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, no. What? 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 Something or nothing bursts forward from the place that is you. Threads in the shape of a pristine blade. They pierce her heart.
Huh. I felt that.
Same time tomorrow, lady.
We actually did it.
We actually won.
I always knew we had it in us. But what are we going to do with ourselves now?
It's cold.
Oh, man. How do they keep coming up with all of the most metal and or devastating possible scenarios for each of these princesses? I thought it couldn't get cooler than fighting the Razor over and over.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
World's most intense edging session. And at the end of that whole thing, when you are left with nothing but stripped nerves, she still won't let you nut.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The contrarian stubborn route is being contrarian over requiring parts of your body to move. I am so curious what the
This doesn't
fuck
feel
else can
right. It feels
happen
different.
with the Fury.
Final.
Because that was some sick shit. I feel like my commentary
Yeah,
was
don't
kind
look
of
at it. I don't like that thing.
degraded in that
Screw
part,
the
just from
mirror.
how
We just need to find the princess.
much that was, but yeah, was cool. Fury's the only new route I've 100%ed, and it has so many fascinating branches. Okay, I'm gonna make a note to come back to it, since I've obviously not seen everything. Real quick. Choices. Okay. Somehow that's not the most horrifying and nasty branch? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Moundy, what do you got to say about this one?
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I just want to thank her real quick.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Okay, what do you have to say about this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart.
And not just to come up with all of the hypest or most tragic scenarios for each princess, but to also figure out a way to reframe them, no matter how horrifying they are, as something fundamentally positive.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
That is an incredible testament to the writing. She placed the weight of her agony on you. God, that line goes hard. I can't possibly stop for every line that goes hard in Slay the Princess, because it's every other line. I swear to God, these people. Alright. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I will
I'm
long
ready.
for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet
Alright,
again.
we're almost an hour and 20 minutes on the stream. That's good. That's good. What now? That is the question.
You're on a path in the
We're on
woods.
a path in the woods. We keep going. We tower. Tower into apotheosis would be an interesting one. I might do that. I'm still in a large woman mood.
You're here to slay her.
Never really not in a large woman mood, but you
That's
know,
the spirit.
extra this time.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
If you don't do tower, I recommend not talking to her. You might lock a tower 3 route out. Do tower. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. So I have apotheosis and 2 pristine cut princesses left. And I also, this is my 3rd of 5, so that means I have 3 left. That's just enough totally new princesses for this finished run. Interesting how that works out.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We're not going to go through. Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is...
Take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm pretty sure I remember how to get tower. Isn't it you
the door to the
stab her when the narrator
open,
takes control, but then drop your knife?
Faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Are you doing apotheosis? Want to know what the extra new C3s are? I'm doing apotheosis first. How to get tower, step 1, be a good bird. Start the adversary fight, but then give up. I'm certain I did it via stabbing her and then surrendering. My first time I did tower.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
There are a lot of ways you can get several of these.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a
basically just as long as you trigger violence and then show your feathers.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she... Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Ask if she can kill you after tightening her grip. I'm sure. I might as well do that since I have not seen that path to the tower before.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. If you...
What if she kills us?
You go into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Alright, then attack her. Yep, okay, let's do it.
You charge the princess, blade.
Ooh, she's juking this time.
But you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Do you think... There's just a question, food for thought. Do you think some of the creators of this game, some of the people involved with its inception, might have been into femdom?
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity.
Look at that face and ask yourself, were the people who made this game into dominant women? I'm actually... Hang on. Let me... very quickly... I just took a screen cap of this princess's face because I had not seen it before, and it's a good one.
That fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
For reasons, yes.
Is this really the best you could do?
She's looking at me like a Dragon Ball villain.
Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
How big is the princess folder? Tragically fucking small. I have like 3 princess art in my folders. There's just not enough.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
There's not enough Slay the Princess fan art in general. Not even just lewd stuff. There should be way more.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
If I had the money for commissions, let me tell you. 1 lewd for every princess. Every single one. Not the drowned gray. Everyone except that. No exceptions other than the drowned gray, because that's literally just a bloated corpse. Stream donation goal.
Before you
maybe.
go any further.
Maybe.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Oh, absolutely,
Don't
Fury.
believe a word
Especially
she
Fury.
says. We might as well just pledge
Kidding me?
ourselves to her. And
Not
stop
even a
pretending
question.
We're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
There's like 6 hentai artists on the sub. I'm sure you could swing some. Maybe I
Can
could.
we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Fuck you.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone.
Fuck off,
yourself
bot.
included.
Ban the bot.
I agree. If
Zap.
she's wrongfully imprisoned,
Zap
then we
her.
should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
I characterize the bot as a she because I consider her an extension of the princess this time. Chapter 2. The bot.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Mods, twist her balls.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched
I wish
on
I
its
could-
edge.
I mean, I'm sure I could teach myself to draw it with enough time and effort. I've tried doing so a couple times before, and I've just never had the patience or, like, the mechanical skill for it. But... like... yeah. I don't know. I feel my brain's just not inclined towards visual art. That's why I write. That's why I write smut, so I don't have to learn to draw smut. Which route is this, so I can look it up later? I'm heading for Apotheosis, Squeakweg. Also, if you need to get going, feel free to get going. Thanks for popping in. Get your sleep. Thanks for coming.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
We are tiny, insignificant, pathetic little birds with small penises. Save. Right you are. Let's get the mirror out of the way.
That's they're okay. The peanut.
Mirror, mirror, mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Piss off the broken. Okay, am I taking the knife? Does the Quiet even have penises? I choose to believe. I choose to believe. You see, the cloaca is a multi-purpose organ. Somebody answer my question before I start talking about bird sex organs. Given the theme of this room, I'm tempted to tell you to take it. The alternative is cooler, though. So if I don't take the knife, I get the cooler version. That's what you're implying. Am I reading that correct? Yeah?
No blade
Then
this
let's
time.
do it.
Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Actually, don't know what happens if you try Apotheosis without it.
Revealing a spiral staircase.
Well, you'll see something new.
Steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Fun fact, cloaca is the Latin word for sewer. That is a fun fact, Posthumous.
This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear?
Ah.
Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
I forgot. It's been a minute since I've heard the tower's
You
voice.
weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Man.
You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Deny her at every possibility, fight to the bitter end. She likes it when her subs struggle. Noted.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you...
She
want
set off
to
a
go
bomb in
away.
Twitch chat. I can see that. I'm seeing the messages fly up my screen.
It doesn't matter what that little
I am
voice
not
says.
disappointed in all
He's
of
not
you.
the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Hey girl.
The princess towers
Hey
over you,
girl.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
So, this was the second princess I ever got, with my first one being the Razor. And then my third one was the Nightmare. Take from that what you will.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Man, I'm having to like screw my eyes shut for some of these lines.
I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
Nicole Goodnight, you need to run out on stage in 2 days and just steal that best performance trophy from whoever gets it. 'Cause, like, come on.
And more than a little disappointing.
So your last C2 princess was Dommy Mommy, and your first was Dommier Mommier into Dummiest Mommiest.
She's disappointed in us?
Yeah, Nicole Goodnight, cash in Money in the Bank.
Kneel.
My god. It's the princess's music. So deny her every opportunity, huh? Uncharacteristic of me. But let's try it.
But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
I'm okay.
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. This time groveling at my feet. What a wretched sight. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death?
It's probably a good thing I have not streamed Hades. Or even really played Hades. 'Cause, I don't know, I don't remember what that lady's name is. The one with the insane voice, the voice that sounds like honey. But I would never make any progress whatsoever. Megara, yeah.
The last time we met,
She might have the sexiest voice I have ever heard. In anything.
nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her.
Shoulders are shivering, Tara? Oh. I'm
Then you shouldn't have trusted us.
happy I can give this to
There
you.
was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to stop her now.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us.
Nicole Goodnight
What were we
literally made you
supposed to do
drop
to stop
something
her?
just now? Oh, it's working. You listened.
That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
The most persuasive Dom, persuading people beyond the realm of fiction. No, I won't tell you.
You will.
Just do it already. It will feel so much better to do as she says.
Roleplay as bratty sub.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen?
Can she do that?
There's nothing she can't do.
Confused. Meek. A chorus of submissive indecision. Is that why you came to me unarmed?
Okay, yeah, now we're in new territory. I have not heard these lines. I feel like you're the only one who played her. What did you say, Tara? I feel like I'm the only one who played this who didn't immediately sub to her and decided, nah, I'm gonna attack and dethrone God. Oh yeah, I knelt at the first opportunity.
It doesn't matter. All
You
of
know.
it is easily brushed aside. And there it is. I am destined to end the world. Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll
I
be
need
nice to
some
us.
water. I am getting parched. Questions for you. What happened after you died? Not going to help you in the world. No, I won't take part in this. Becky's thirsty, lol. Listen. She's... Am I okay, am I refusing her? I think I'm refusing her. Yeah, yes? Yes, okay.
You poor deluded thing. Don't think you can muster up the strength to defy me now. You already submitted the moment you entered this temple without the will to end me.
What is she talking about? She's talking about your ridiculous decision to come down here unarmed. But it doesn't matter. Don't let her talk you into bowing down to her or whatever it is she thinks she can make you do. You can still go back and get the blade from upstairs.
I think the time has passed for that, narrator.
But we're already here, and we already made our choice, and there are so many tall stairs between us and that altar.
You're right about one thing. You already made your choice, and your choice was to defy her. I don't care how many stairs there are or how tall they are, you're going to turn around right now, take the blade, and save the damn world.
Even now your vessel twitches and trembles.
Yeah, I do.
Consumed by conflict with yourself.
Narrator, does she look like she will let you go upstairs? I don't think narrator... See, narrator's whole resistance to the shifting mound and all the princesses, it stems from the tragic fact that he has no conceptualization of femdom. He can't handle a confident woman with power over him. So of course he doesn't understand that the tower would never let us go upstairs.
But that part of you standing in hopeless defiance isn't the only thing resisting me, is it? There's something else in there. Someone else. A greasy film sheltering your heart.
It's me! I'm the greasy film.
Is that a person? No.
Oh no, it's the narrator.
It used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Well, you're about to learn today.
A shriveling little
You're about to have a
worm stretched
conceptualization.
beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Are you okay?
He's fine. He's
I've always been
fine.
No.
And now
this isn't
Jonathan
right.
Sims
What
joins
do we
in.
do? We can't just let her control us like this.
I've been trying to tell you this whole time. It isn't about can or can't. It isn't even about will or won't. There is
Power
only
word
one
yoink.
path in front of us, and we will walk it.
That scream was way more anemic in the old version. Yeah, I remember. I've seen that at least once. I'm glad they did a redo.
We'll just refuse.
Not even he could refuse her in the end. What are you supposed to do? We're all prisoners here. Some of us are just willing to embrace our chains.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, haven't seen this part. Oh yeah, that's why. Go straight into apotheosis.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ah.
At the end of that path. Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin. This is hardly a path in the woods. It's all big and weird.
We can see the cabin already.
Another witness to her radiance. Her hour is soon upon us.
This is bad.
Okay.
Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr. Amnesiac?
Given the context of how we got into this route, and what apotheosis means, I am moderately terrified of the reaction I am going to have when I see even bigger woman. you bring your knife, she gets you to kill yourself, and stabbing yourself leads to apotheosis. Oh, okay. I was wondering. I had written down let myself be stabbed as an idea to play around with. I'll probably see that apotheosis route off camera. Reason I was so tempted to tell you to take the blade is that you would have gotten contrarian a third time if you did. That would have been very funny.
But if all of you would take a moment to
But I'm
settle
glad I
down,
saw
there's
it that
something
way.
important I'd like to
This
get
was
across
much
to you
cooler.
before it's too late.
Is it about the princess? We already know all about the princess.
No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that.
Oh?
Look, fine, just out with her already, yeah? But if I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you'll have lost speaking privileges.
Oh, we're all doming him now. Oh no.
You two are just wasting your time. It's all going to end when we open that cabin door, which means it's already all over. What's the point of dawdling when the end is already written?
Okay, that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously.
There's a really good animatic of this little bit here. Send it to me on the Reddit.
Whatever you did before gave
DM
her
it to me.
far too much power.
I'm curious.
So you've got to cut it out, get to that
Or post it in
and
chat right
slay
now,
her
either or.
before things get any more out of hand. Are our thoughts doing that? Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit! What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger?
We've built a new god, and she is limitless.
Do you hear those two, with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter. This was my last card to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse. So hurry, cabin, now.
Ah. Oh, I think on my end I have links set to not display. I assume the rest of you can see that link in chat. But I may need you to also send it to me on Reddit. I'll have to tinker with that. I have so many questions.
Right now, you have neither the time nor the mental acuity to handle a single response.
Oh, you can't see. You
It's
guys can't
now
see the link
or
either.
never.
Yeah. Okay, then that's. I may have to. Can I do that right now, actually, or is that something I have to do from my back end after the stream? Chat settings. Mod icons, mod actions, screen reader, deleted messages. I don't see anything on the drop down here. I may have to. I think I may have to do it from my channel settings. Oh well. Was worth a try. Not going to the cabin until I have answers. What am I?
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet.
Oh, that might have been a mistake.
You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin.
Do I need to reload the save, or
Even the earth beneath you seems to
does this
shift,
happen no
your
matter
feet
what?
unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything.
You're
The
good? Okay,
beginning
cool.
of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
I'm just paranoid. I'm voice of the
Stop
paranoid.
believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight. Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Proceed.
As you step forward,
Oh,
the cabin explodes.
okay.
You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains
Well
down.
this seems like a route end. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you.
So, I didn't draw a breath for like 10 seconds. Not only is she huge, but she's also biblically accurate.
The world bows.
Look at her.
The ruined landscape shifts. Trees and stone and the ground
Holy
itself
fuck.
succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
Like, I'm thirsty, obviously, but I'm also like, holy shit, look at how cool this is.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade.
The fuck is that gonna do?
Or never.
Becky, I beg you to fight. I'll try. I'll make the attempt. You're at heel height? Yeah, I was heel height when I fought the tower in a previous run, and that barely... That worked eventually, but... She's like a mile high. Take the blade or embrace your new goddess. Okay, I just saved. I want to see what happens if I embrace the goddess. And then I'll reload and fight, and that'll be my run. I can't not, okay? I have needs.
This was our only real choice. Even the ground itself kneels to her.
It was all turned to dust so easily. Is it
Do
even real?
Do we add macro, micro to Becca's repertoire? There is no need to add it. It was there.
Fill the empty seat by my side. Join me for a new dawn.
Do I even need to say anything?
You fool. You can feel the pull of her gravity catch you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Come to me.
Her words are like a gentle tug, drawing you closer to the mountain of her body.
Original route basically ends with this shot. Interesting. Where is it going to go now? Do you want to know something? Do you want to know something utterly pathetic? I am mildly in tears again. It's not for the same reasons I was last time.
You land softly on her shoulder. Her skin is warm and comforting. This really is the end. Is it the end? We're still here.
Night sky unweaves into a textured nothingness. He does not respond.
There's nothing left but us and her. Even the dust is gone. The prying fingers were him. They were all him. And now, he's...
She's the answer to our questions. She always has been. He tried to blind you all. But she broke through his lies, as she always would.
They should have sent a poet, Becky 2024, during the apotheosis.
What happens now?
It's partly awe and partly the fact that I have been continuously screwing my eyes shut to deal with the stuff.
Even though the whole world's turned to nothing, we still exist. And if we're real, then there must be something else that's real, something that's been hidden from us. We have to find it.
We have to go out to the real world.
This world is but an illusion, keeping us from my ascension. A play of shadows dancing on the wall.
Yes, she understands.
Princess reaches forward into the textured nothing and buries her fingers in its divine flesh. Her touch is soft.
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are a part of this now.
Let's go spelunking. Yeah!
See? This is nice. We're safe. She's helping us. She's helping everyone.
Your grip tightens and somehow you feel it. The pain sits at the limits of your comprehension. Like an endless sea of hands falling on you one after another, before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourself in the darkness. Screaming unintelligible agony. You have to stop this, I can't take it. You're hurting me. Suffer in silence. I mean, we're going the sub route. Do we go all the way with it, or... Let her Peggy. I can tank it. I'm a good little bird.
It will be over soon, little bird. Then your eyes will open, and all of this pain will seem but the fading memory of a distant dream.
Soon? Soon? Does that mean there's gonna be more?
She hasn't even gotten out the strap yet. It's the size of the World Trade Center.
So many things we believed were real were nothing at all. Just look at the world around us, or lack thereof. Who's to say pain is even real? How about the fact that it hurts?
Ooh. The textured nothing is ripped open, and with it, you are ripped open. Amid a sea of dissociative pain, you can feel everything that is you pouring out into the ether. And you feel something else, too. Anger. A need to lash out and hurt that which is hurting you.
Hurt her. Do
No!
something, anything, to make it stop.
Don't do it.
No. If suffering is what she demands of us, suffering is what we'll give. Why would I doubt our God?
We can't endure this. It's all just words and ideas. We're only telling ourselves it's painful. It doesn't have to hurt if we don't think it should.
Power of positive thinking. I like it. Lie back and think of England. Okay, I'm also curious what that is, though. Okay, I'm gonna drop another save. We're gonna reload this a couple times. It seems there's a lot of good stuff here. We're going full sub, though. You continue to lose important pieces of yourself. The memories of entire lifetimes lived fade away into a space where your only recollection of them is that something used to be there. You die and are reborn and die and are reborn, shrinking and shrinking again and again until there is no you left to die or shrink.
You've done so well, little bird. Behold, the fruit of your anguish.
Eyes open. Are they yours? They don't feel like yours anymore, but there is no other word to describe what they belong to.
Where are we?
It doesn't matter. We've never really
Huh.
known where we are.
Well, she kept her word,
You're all starting to sound like me.
I think. Your vision focuses, revealing what has been done. The world has opened up, and beyond is something beautiful.
Oh. What is that?
What is that?
I want to be there.
Up there? The subspace emissary.
It's where we're supposed to be.
Is that the real world?
It's something actually real.
Modern day? The princess steps forward, bringing you both to the edge of something beautiful. It is dizzyingly vast. I think this has happened once before. That's grass. I swear to God, that's grass. Becky, do you remember the ending where you joined the big goddess mountain? Yeah. Oh, she's just doing it herself. Not even with the shifting mound. Okay. Neither of you cross the threshold. There is a roaring like underground thunder. She is stopped in place.
Something is holding us back. Is it one of us? Is it part of
She
her?
tore open a
Is it
hole in the
some part of
construct.
him
Holy
that
shit.
managed to cling to this place?
I don't think it's me. Would I know if it was me?
After everything I cast aside on my path to ascension, what remnant of the old could possibly be left to defy me?
She is... Oh! Yo! You look down. At the princess's feet rides a shifting mound. A mass of hands clambering each over each other, crawling their way up her body. They start to pull. Holy shit! Shifting mound has to struggle. The mound becomes a sea and the princess struggles to stay afloat, to keep the two of you close to the hole in the world and the light of the something beautiful beyond, but she is drowning. Holy shit. Holy shit! As the sea rises, she pulls you up from her shoulder and holds you above the tide. You turn back to look at her.
We have to be able to do something to help her. This can't be how it ends. It can't. It can't. It can't. It can't.
Oh my god.
I think this is the end. I could feel every part of me freezing over.
Okay, we're still gonna see 2 other apotheosis endings, but this fucking rules. That bosom, though, that bosom is the size of Texas. All these hands did not happen in the original, it was just the normal big hands. This is such an improvement, holy shit. I'm glad I didn't see this before. Hands reach over hands, pulling at her face, dragging her down into their frigid depths. She is tired and life fades from her eyes.
You have been the only thing I've ever known to show me grace. I am sorry if I have not shown you the same.
Princess summons the last of her strength, her face a shield of purpose and determination. In her final act, she hurls you towards the hole in the world, towards the something beautiful beyond.
Fly, little bird.
Holy shit.
No. No. I don't want to be somewhere she isn't. It would always be dark without her.
Why you can't have thousands of subs, they unionized. So holy shit.
She wants for us. But can we make it?
Apotheosis ends up being one of the nicest princesses.
Yeah. We just have to believe. And everything is going to be okay.
But the hole seals before you can make it to the other side. If there is time to bask in what lies beyond, it is not now. Okay, I want to see what Apotheosis possibly looks like in the shifting mound for this one, and then if you reload, I beg you to reload from the blade decision. Oh, I want to see all 3. I want to see lash out and make her suffer, and then fucking knife route. Is that good? Like, if I see blade decision first, then okay. Alrighty. Oh, your phone internet dropped out and made you miss the ending? Damn. Sorry,
This
Tara.
doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling. I don't want to.
Okay, go touch the mirror. All quiet. What can this possibly be? Oh, it's just her head.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more direction. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you have to say about this?
This one sits at the cusp of awakening. A new god, waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back just to make it trigger the trophy, and then I will reload from the knife.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
A terrifying and divine heart was her trophy. Holy shit, that is a route. Okay. Load. Well, you know what? Hang on. I'm gonna drop a save here. I'll leave an empty slot just as a reminder. So that if I end up preferring this ending for the apotheosis out of all the ones I'm about to see, then I'll be able to reload and see it. In the meantime, let's go and see what happens.
There's a loud thunk
if we knife
behind you as something.
Oh man, that was a crazy dream, crazy fantasy.
Your pristine blade.
Whosoever would ever dream of subbing for this big princess?
Yeah.
Not me.
Screw all of this. I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
You'll never make it to her, and even if you do, what could you possibly hope to accomplish?
I also don't know what we could possibly accomplish.
We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart.
Become the biggest bird. Shut up. No.
Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. If our thoughts are what give her power, maybe it could cut both ways. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do. Maybe none of this is real.
Paranoid, you're
With a
evolving.
Tug, you yank the blade out.
You're evolving past paranoia and into worrying delusion.
You close your eyes and take a deep breath, and for a moment
but
you
fuck
can
it.
feel everything
Let's take your
you.
let's take
You're
your
a part of everything.
Your plan.
And everything is a part of you. And then your eyes open, settling on your target. It's time.
All right. Embrace your destiny.
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel the pull of her gravity catch you,
hey
carrying
girl,
you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
I'll show you. Assail the unassailable.
You're not going to win. You know that, right? What are you even going to do with that tiny knife? Give her a scratch?
You still don't get it, do you? We can be whatever we want to be. Nothing is real. It all might as well just be a dream.
Paranoid is having his Joker moment.
Are you okay?
Of course, I'm not okay. I've never been okay. But maybe I needed to never be okay for us to make this happen.
Yo.
As you fall towards the princess, you swing the blade in a massive arc, putting all of your strength behind it. It cuts a shockwave through the very air, splitting everything in its path.
It won't be enough.
How unexpected.
As the blow lands, the entire world shakes. The outline of the princess disappears into a storm of dust and debris.
Could we have done that the whole time?
It was a fluke, I'm sure. An accident, that's all.
It won't be a fluke if we do it again. As the dust settles, the form of the princess comes back into view.
Sasage.
Lightly scuffed, but her body is whole, and her face is full of self-righteous fury.
Yeah, that didn't do shit.
At least we made her mad. That has to count for something. But she holds her anger back. Her eyes close, and a gentle smile curls across her lips.
And so the little bird has found his heart at the end of the world.
Her eyes flit open, pupils narrowing on your form.
But is it courage that courses through his veins? Or is it madness?
The world around her stills. The debris stops in place, and the air is calm and silent.
You walk on a razor's edge. It won't be long before you slip.
And then, in an instant, it all comes at you.
Well,
Pelted with stone after massive stone, even the pebbles slicing through you like bullets. You cannot hope to so much as move as the bombardment continues, your body being destroyed bit by bit, crushed under the mass of wood and rock.
yeah, I don't think we're winning this one.
It's over. You had your moment, I'll give you that. But that's all it
We
was.
are a winner.
Hope it was worth it.
Enough with the yous. Whether you like it or not, you're a part of us. Hell, whether I like it or not, you're a part of us. That was your moment too. And we can have another if we all work together. She's not your perfect goddess, just look at what she's doing to you, her most loyal servant.
This isn't very nice, but we did make her angry. Isn't it what we deserve?
There's some jokes I can make that I do not feel comfortable making. I'm just gonna let that.
Who deserves something like this?
Let that ride.
She wants her freedom at the expense of ours, and she's willing to destroy us over and over again if it helps her. What kind of god does that? Stop deluding yourself. If we're going to make this work, all of us need to see the truth.
You know what? I'm kind of digging, fucking crazed prophet paranoid.
I love her.
And she doesn't love you. She doesn't even know you exist. You are just a tiny part of an obstacle, and she is currently in the process of destroying said obstacle, so I suggest you snap out of it now while you still can.
She doesn't know you even though you're a tier 3 sub, Broken. She's read your super chats, but she doesn't know your name. Still your doubts.
Pressure breaks. You burst through a mountain of debris and straight...
Yo.
As you soar towards her, the eyes on her vestments open wide, the light of their gaze slowing your pursuit as more and more matter continues to assail you.
Oh, the Pristine blade is a sword!
But it's not enough to stop us, is it? We're going to make it to her.
Look at your cursor when you get the chance.
You are. As you draw near, you extend your blade, readying a powerful strike. It sings through the air.
Can I make that appear on PS5, or... No, it does not appear that I can.
And is met with a barrier of light.
Yo, but it's a sword
Frozen in
now!
midair, the two of you unblinking, waiting to see who breaks first. And then
Man!
we win. That's what should happen. Why isn't it happening?
Oh, did I accidentally enable, fucking autoplay?
But unless we got the rules wrong.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think I messed this up.
What do we do? I thought you said this is all like a dream, then we could choose how it goes. Why can't we choose to win? We just have to push harder. We wouldn't be here if there wasn't a way for us to win. Yeah. Oh shit! The cursor is a sword! The cursor is a sword! We're a knight!
That's right. So come on, push, all of you.
Finally!
I'll do my best.
All right.
Yeah!
One last try. You continue the struggle, your blade kicking up sparks as it grinds against the princess's barrier. You're getting to her.
Holy shit!
Your persistence is admirable, but it's misplaced.
We're so much more than I
Imagine
thought
getting
we were.
this route
It
first!
won't be misplaced if we win.
You ignore the princess's words and push a little further, and then a crack. And where that crack formed, another forms, and then another. Finally, it shatters. We did it. We actually did it. The princess's face remains serene as your blade plummets towards her heart.
A victory, but one that remains rooted in the material. And I am beyond that now.
Cope,
Come, let us leave this world of illusions.
you didn't win. Before your blade can pierce your heart, it is vanished from your hand. World around you unravels into a textured nothing. Okay, maybe it was not Cope. Maybe.
You have no weapon. Our battle is at an end.
Is she going to hurt us now?
Princess reaches forward into the textured nothing and buries her fingers in the divine flame.
Oh.
Okay, so now it's
Feels nice.
now it's doing this again.
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains.
Yeah. So it just ends up in here no matter what. Oh, now we can do the other okay, yeah, now I understand.
I've never
Now I
heard
get it.
like this before.
Thank you for telling me to do this one first.
She isn't even touching us. How could she hurt us without touching us?
Unless all of this is us.
Fight back! Well, it's not the exact same option as it was on the sub route, but fight back! Husband, fight back!
Maybe if we feel all of this nothing, maybe we can use it. Anything to make this stop.
Anything to make her feel what we feel.
You are a wave of tendrils racing against themselves and down the shape of an arm. You snap around it. Ooh!
But that isn't enough, is it? We can show her more. We can show her what she's done to us.
Oh shit, role reversal.
We can make her understand. We can make her feel
Instant
what
loss.
we've felt.
Your awareness shifts between undulating fibers of nothingness that is somehow outside of your body, but part of it. Time yields to feeling. You wrap around wrist, ankle, neck, and pull from her heart the whole of her experience. In return, she pulls your heart from the whole of yours. Or pulls from your heart the whole of yours. So much of her is empty bluster, boasts muttered first in quiet to give an empty life a sense of meaning, and then the same boast wrapped in a bow of true belief. Ooh. Belief turned to arrogance that shatters as she finally sees something other than herself.
Oh, we've both hurt each other so very much, haven't we?
A little bit. Little tiny bit. Oh, okay. Your eyes open. She's bound to you and you are bound to her. Hollow echoes of what you used to be.
I can hear your voices prattle in my head. I was never going to a side. This is all so very small. I'm so very small. I'm sorry.
Damn. Well, now I'm sad. I believed in you, goddess. You were my Oshi. Silence is your Interesting. The voices don't chime in this time. They're gone once again. Yeah, okay. Feel free to stick with this or reload to the sub route. That is, I'm gonna see what the shifting mound has to say about this one. If it's a different, okay, it's the same form. That was way sadder than I thought it would be. Yeah, that seems to be a recurring trend. You know what? That was awesome. That was cool as fuck. Oh, I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do we go back to sub route goddess at the height of her power being swarmed by the mound, or do we go back to, or do we stay with top 10 anime battles? Kind of prefer the submission route just for that bit with the construct. That was really cool. That was really cool. I'm tempted. I'm leaning towards going back to sub. I'm glad I dropped a save. Yeah, fuck it.
You're on a path in the woods.
That didn't
And at
happen.
the end of
We
that
merely
path is
fantasized
a
about
cabin.
rising
And in
up
the
against the
basement of that
mistress.
cabin is a princess.
I'm tired as fuck, and I'm also a little hungry, so I need a quick snack probably before I go to bed. That was good. Good note to end on. Which means next stream I do of this, we will probably do the two other Pristine cut princesses. So be there for that, or be square. Stream plans elsewise for the rest of the week. I do not know if I will be doing something on Friday. I will endeavor to. We will see. Saturday, I am going to be alone in my house all day and all night up until Sunday night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to endeavor to figure out Steam Deck streaming before then. And that night when I'm alone, when I don't have any time restrictions on noise or when I can start, how late I can go, etc., that is when I will stream mouthwashing. If I can get it to work. If I can get the deck to work. I have instructions pulled up. It looks viable. We will do mouthwashing. If Steam Deck streaming is super viable and like convenient, then that opens up a whole new world of games I can stream besides mouthwashing. But we will cross that bridge when we get to it. My main goal right now is to see what the fuck everyone means when they say fuck Jimmy. And yes, I will do a test stream. If I do get it going before Friday, then might be I will do my test stream on Friday and then have the next day to work out any kinks before I do mouthwashing. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. So yeah, if you want to see me go through mouthwashing, be there or be square Saturday. And if I don't do it Saturday, then assume I am dead. It's the only rational explanation. Hell yeah, you just said hell yeah to the idea of me being dead, Posthumus. How could you? How could you? Betrayal. Betrayed me. Alright. I am going to get going. Can we still assume you're dead if you show up and stream a non-mouthwashing game? Yes. If I show up that day and I'm streaming The Missing for my PS5 or some shit, then that I am a ghost. I am the Spectre or the Nightmare or the Wraith. Or maybe the Drowned. One of everyone. Yeah. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go snack on something and then go to bed. Thanks for coming, everybody. This was a good one. This was a real kicker. Good night.